Hey, what's up, fellas? Your boy KennyJStylinz coming at you with another deck profile. This time we're talking about, yeah, man, the McDonald's deck. I know a lot of y'all did not see this coming, and rightfully so. I understand this is silly as heck, but it's like this deck is so funny, but yet it's very, very deadly. But anyway, man, let's let's go ahead and get started, man. I keep cracking myself up when I look at these cards. But you know what we're doing. First we're starting off with three of the man, Ronald McDonald. Yeah, you gotta have three. He's this guy's a killer, man. I mean, 8-star, he's a dark monster, 2600 attack. I'm sorry. Okay. Look at his effect though. You can special summon this card if your opponent has more life points than you. When this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect. Your opponent gains 2,000 life points and you lose 1,000 life points. Send all cards on your opponent's side of the field to the graveyard. Once per turn, if your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can add one McDonald's monster card from your deck to your hand. So guys, basically with this deck, it's about losing your life points. Yeah, your basic life, you're losing it. You're eating McDonald's, you're dying. But with this deck, you're living. And yeah, well, let's look at more of the cards so you guys could start getting what the deck does. Okay, so you got 3 Ronalds. Now you're gonna start off with a 3 Hamburglar, 4-star Earth, 1300 attack. He's a warrior. During either player's turn, if you had an effect inflict direct damage to your life points, you can draw 1 card. You can only activate this effect once per turn. So basically, like I said, this deck is about eating your life points. Basically, the design of the deck is you eat your life points to win the game, and you'll see why. You'll see why. It's really stupid. And this card really cracks me up. 3 Grimace, 3 Pimp Grimace. Yeah, man. 4-star. He's this milkshake pimp is a warrior. When this card is normal special summon, you can activate this effect. Add 1 spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can only activate this effect once per turn. So 1600 attack. Grimace is pretty decent actually. Got that cash in the hand, man. He ain't playing. The man ain't playing. Then we're running 3 birdies. Yeah. Wing Beast. As long as your opponent has more life points than you do, your opponent can only special summon once per turn, as long as this card remains face up on your side of the field. 1,000 attack. So actually with this deck, that's pretty broke. You get Birdie out, and your opponent's stuck if you've got ways to protect her. And 3 McDonald's employees, they are loyal. Look at them. Man, and they're tuners, which cracks me up. During either player turn, you can discard this card to inflict 400 life point damage to either player. During your main phase, you can activate this effect. Pay 1,000 life points, special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only activate this effect once per turn. So it's pretty good, man. You have them in your hand. Just say, I want to inflict 400 damage. Discard them. Send them to the graveyard, and you can ring them right back out to synchro. You know, plus you're paying 1,000, which also eats your life points and it helps you out a lot. Okay, so we're going to the spells now. We have 3 McDonald's. Of course, you're going to have a field card with McDonald's. Okay, while McDonald's is face up on the field, if you control a McDonald's monster, you take no battle damage from attacking monsters. Once per turn during your main phase, if you control a McDonald's monster, inflict 500 life point damage to you or your opponent. Also, all monsters you control gain 400 attack and defense. So, while you're eating your life points with this deck, I guess it makes sense for you to not take damage from battles because you would just instantly die real quick. So the only damage that's happening to you is the damage that you inflict on yourself. So yeah, which is great. Next card, I know some of you guys are not going to know about, but a lot of you old school people are going to know about. And it's pretty funny. So let's go with $2 menus. So yeah, McDonald's used to have a $1 menu, guys. I know a lot of you know that, but some of you don't. But anyway, once per turn during your standby phase, your opponent gains 500 life points. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you can look at your opponent's hand. Choose 1 monster from their hand and special summon it on either side of the field in defense position.
that monster's effect is negated and also cannot be used for attributes or synchro summon or XYZ summon. The monster summoned by this effect cannot change battle positions. Yeah, so Dollar Menu is actually a pretty good card, man. Lo and behold. All right, so we got one. You about to get M'd up. Draw one card and your opponent gains 500 life points, or you gain 1,000 life points, your choice. So yeah, man, you about to get M'd up. All right, then we're running oh, I love this card, guys. We're running 3 of Grease is a Beast. It's cracking me up. Okay, draw one card. Your opponent guesses what kind of card you drew, spell, trap, or monster. If your opponent called it right, they gain 1,000 life points. If they call it wrong, special summon one McDonald's monster from your deck. So either way it goes, you're good because you want your opponent gaining life points. And if they mess up, then you get a McDonald's monster. I mean, why not? You know, it's a pretty good deal. All right, then we got 2 of Call the Cops, I Dare You. Okay, draw one card, lose 300 life points. So simple, effective, another draw card. Gotta love it. Then we have a 1 of coming up here. But they could not find where he kept his secret sauce. Pay 2,000 life points, then target 1 level 4 lower monster you control. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters. Also, special summon 2 monsters from your deck with the same type, attribute, and level as that monster, but with different names from each other and that monster. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. So, yeah, these McDonald's decks ain't playing, guys. All right, so we got 2 McDonald's Reborn. Increase your life points by 3,000 or inflict damage to your opponent's life points by 500. The opposing player that this effect does not apply to special summon 1 monster from either player's graveyard. So, yeah, you can increase your life points by 3,000 or inflict damage to your opponent by 500. So basically, most likely, what you're going to want to do, you know what I'm saying, is inflict damage to your opponent and you bring out your monster. Okay, then we have 3 of Can I Get Your Number? Cute girl, by the way, but yeah, if you take damage from a card effect that causes your life points to go to 0, you do not lose the game as long as this card remains face up on the field. So this is a continuous card. Key card of this deck, guys, because sometimes you'll come across a time where you know, if you activate an effect, it's going to kill you. But if you got these out, it won't. All right, so now that's it with the spells, guys. We're going to go into the traps. And we're going to start this day off with 3 Happy Meal toys. Comes in all shapes and sizes. Ronald Pimpin right here. Activate only if your opponent's life points are above yours by at least 1,000 or more. Pay 1,000 life points. Draw 1 card for every 2,000 points difference between your life points and your opponent's. Pretty straightforward there. You know, so you pay 1,000 and, you know, they're up 4,000 and life points above you. Then you draw, what, 2 cards? Yeah, so, yeah, that's how you do that. All right, next we got not 1, but 2. Come in, Daddy wants to talk to you. Special summon a number of your McDonald's monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard. Then immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon 1 McDonald's daughter of Ronald McDonald's synchro monster using only those monsters. You can only activate 1 come in, Daddy wants to talk to you per turn. So, yeah. Ronald's not playing out here. You know he ain't. All right, and then next, coming up, we have, she had Sprite in a water cup, bruh. I remember I seen a meme or something that had this on there, and I had to make it a card, man. It just had me cracking up. She had Sprite in a water cup, bruh. Okay, I'm sorry. You can only activate this effect if you control a McDonald's Ronald McDonald on your side of the field. Your opponent gains 500 life points. Send one card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. So, it's an okay card. It could really disrupt some things, I guess, depending. And then we have one more trap card, but you guys pretty much know what this one is. It's gift card, a real Yu-Gi card. Your opponent gains 3,000 life points. It actually looks like some type of McDonald's gift card or something if you think about it. But that's it from the main deck. Guys, we're going to go to the extra deck, and we'll only have one extra deck monster. And as you know, the trap card already revealed it. 3, daughter of Ronald McDonald. She's the win condition of this deck. 1,700 attack, 12 defense, 6 stars. She's a fairy. Takes 1 McDonald's tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner McDonald monsters. If this card is synchro summon, target 1 McDonald's monster in your graveyard. Gain the original attack of that monster. Once per turn, if you take damage to your life points from an effect, your opponent gains the same amount of life points. If your opponent has 6,000 or more life points than you win the duel. So, by the time she comes out, life points difference probably will be massive. If not, you can easily, make that happen. But anyway, yeah, that's it with the deck profile, guys. That's I know it was a pretty quick deck. There's no extra deck involved. I mean, the deck really pretty much just runs itself. It's stupid, but yeah, just like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and yeah, you guys, if you want me to make some other decks, just let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.